Okay, hello guys, me again. This is another video about sketchbooks, my travel sketchbooks, and my name is Nada Serafimovic and I'm a children's book illustrator from Belgrade, Serbia. And I love traveling and I love sketching while I'm traveling whenever I have the energy for it. And I wanted to make a small series of few videos about my work from life while in this case, this is like sketches, several pieces from Sri Lanka, and I wanted to share how I felt there and what was really like for me there. Sri Lanka is a wonderful place. It's a place of nature. If people buy a land somewhere to build a house, they will build, and there is a tree on the land. We were talking a lot with had a lot of conversations with locals, and they realize it's an island country and that the nature is their main main reserve and main source of income and source of life. So the streets are narrow. It's only functional. They don't bring down the tree. There is no cutting the wood. If they buy land, I started to talk about it. If they buy a land, they will build a house around it. I've seen it. I just couldn't believe. They don't have windows. They're just so open and live with nature, and the humidity from rice fields is just going in their houses. And I mean, they're not fighting the nature like Western culture. They're not trying to push the nature away and make the place for themselves as a human race, or I don't know. In Sri Lanka, I felt like a minority. I felt like animals are so stronger than me, and I just melted. I tried to fit into that wonderful mosaic, that wonderful arabesque of everything that's there on every possible step of the way in Colombo. That's the city. I mean, all the monkeys and squirrels and birds, and oh man, there's such a variety of birds. I mean, wonderful. It was wonderful. So I wanted to show you what I drew in Colombo. I think this is the best paper I will show you in this video. This is like, I was in this wonderful homestay in Colombo, and I just saw all these from my window, and I couldn't believe the colors. For example, I couldn't see that far in details, but I saw the colors and I tried to, because I brought some acrylic paints, like small tubes. Are they here? No, I can't show you now. I brought some things with me to draw in color because I know Sri Lanka is so colorful, and I wanted to express that and to practice if I have time. Also in Sri Lanka, it's not good for work. The internet is not so, there's so much rain, and the internet and electricity can stop anytime if you're not in a really fancy environment and really secure environment and Western oriented environment, or some if the person from the European and Western culture is holding, like having that homestay or that hotel, it will probably be okay. But the nature is so strong there that you can just enjoy, sleep wonderfully, trying to run away from mosquitoes that is also impossible, and just enjoy. It was so revealing for me. And if I'm a city, I'm a kid from a city. I was born in a city. My father, grandfather, and it's like I'm a real Belgrade girl and never had a place to go like other kids. I have my grandmother on this mountain and on this lake in Serbia. I have this, I have that. I didn't have anywhere to go, I think almost anywhere, to go to be in nature for 2 months after school. So yeah, when the school breaks. So this is like, all of these opportunities are wonderful. I mean, I think I appreciate them more than someone for whom nature is so accessible at any moment. Okay, so this squirrel had weird stripes in, I mean, the tail. This is not an accident. I've seen like 100 of these all over Colombo and Candy, and they all have the same tail, that it has two small parts and then the big one in the middle. And I think this has something to do with their major awesome jumping ability. This is on the monet, on Sri Lankan monet, probably the lower ones, and this bird is like everywhere. I wish I had Latin names for all of them, or English term for them. I'm not sure. These ones are always in rice fields, having eating the parasites that attack rice, so they're cleaners. I also saw pelicans and giant reptiles, and wow. Okay, this is the rice field that I saw through the window, and I was like painting and I couldn't realize what's wrong with me. I mean, where is the contrast? Why is it not looking finished? I was so inspired, and this was like correct. Even the colors were very, very close. And then I realized it's a rice field. The humidity doesn't give any contrast to any stones here, or the land, or the grass. I managed to like oversaturate this grass just to have some sort of coloring accent. Everything was so peaceful when it comes to contrast. It was wonderful. I mean, but it's not something that you could put in your portfolio, and some let's say art teachers not have that in mind, that you might not see the contrast somewhere, you know, in the nature. You have to have finished looking piece for that kind of opportunities or visions or whatever. Oh, this is terrible. I was so impressed with the birds, but I couldn't really, they were so fast. Everything in Sri Lanka, people, ants, mosquitoes, animals are 7 times faster moving than in Europe. I mean, that was impressive. And if somebody says it's not true, don't believe them. Trust me, if it didn't hit me so hard in my eyes, I really couldn't even realize that wasn't such a strong difference within the nature dynamics there and people dynamics there. So yeah, another try to do this. No, it was really rough. I mean, I enjoyed, but this is not impressive to show to anyone. I really enjoyed just doing something that is not from my head, that is finally from me looking at something. Yeah, the squirrel again. Yeah, another bird. This was a huge one. This, yeah. So I probably drew this, this one while not looking at the birds, because they fly away, and so I tried. There were so many interesting forms. Okay, this is the airport. This is my go-to ink version, but I wasn't satisfied. This is, I drew this in 8 p.m. It was already dark. Maybe it gives some little bit of atmosphere, but it wasn't really. Nah, it's so colorful, even in nighttime. Okay, 2 more paintings, and where are the other sketches? I made some sketches of people on Dubai airport. Oh, this one is important. Okay, so there's in short, I saw some people at the airport, and I couldn't find other drawings. I had much more of them. You can look at my personal Instagram if you want. Nada since that there's much more about portraits from Dubai airport there. Okay, so this was the view from our homestay in Kandy, and we stayed there for 20 days. So like, yeah, more than 2 weeks, because we were also in Trinco for 3 days or something. So yeah, this is like all, I mean, they're so in a hurry. They even make something uglier, but they make it faster, and then they fix, and then all the tuk-tuks, the commercials, they're so bad, like a bad design. And this is important streets in Pilimata Lava in Kandy. It's like one of the main roads, and it's very frequent, but everything is so, I don't think you can see, but I'm explaining. So this tuk-tuk on a street. This was some kind of a light, city light, street light. And this is a squirrel again. I was amazed. I was painting this for 1 hour, I think, trying, because the acrylics are not really good for this paper, as this is for mixed techniques. But for acrylics that are very good quality, it was not really absorbing it well, and I had real struggle finding how to manage to finish anything. There was no good results with this. But anyway, I didn't quit, yeah, I managed to use some lines at the end. Probably I shouldn't, but I had problems with lines. So this squirrel just came into frame, and it's probably her spot, but from the tree that is so far away, she jumped right on that, and there is no things around it. There is a next palm here that the squirrel couldn't jump on stably to transfer to the roof. There were 2 roofs here on the left and on the right. I don't know how squirrels do it, but I love them. It's not a flying squirrel, but she flies. Yeah, wonderful. I wanted to and here there was a Buddha temple, but it was not in a frame. It was a giant Buddha on the hill. Wonderful. Okay, this one, I think it's a favorite of mine. That's why I'm talking so long about that. And this, I was impressed. Okay, this is another one from rice fields from Colombo, and I was just so into putting this color. I don't know why. It's probably because nothing was really defined through the humid air above the rice fields, so I used something that is close to the front to straighten the composition and to put, I don't know, and the houses were wonderful. And this was also a small, like a street to pass by, and then to go to the streets are so amazing. So I think I used too much of this color, but it was just the moment. I just wanted it to look so vibrant, the way I feel it's vibrating, the way I feel the vibrations of the plants. So probably that's the case, but I ruined it. Okay, next one. This I tried the ink over acrylics. I mean, who does that? And it was, of course, it was not darker, it was lighter, I think. So this is the same location. This is a little bit under angle, but never mind. This is the same location. You can see the 2 palms like here, but slightly from a slightly different angle on our terrace. And these were all the lights in the night, like from the ads and the companies that are working there, small companies or mechanics or whatever. Yeah, it's wonderful. I was just amazed because when you look at Arabic traditional painting on canvas or something like that, you just see the palm and see some vibrant color on the back, and you see perfect lighting. Everything is so simple. And when I went to the subcontinent that looks like that, really, it really looked like that. I mean, it was such a wonderful contrast everywhere during the night, and during the day it wasn't. it's so humid. So yeah, wonderful. Okay, that will be Sri Lanka. I will be doing another Sri Lanka video that is, I don't want to reveal everything, but it's a wedding present, long-awaited wedding presents for the couple that I went. We went for a wedding, my boyfriend and I, to meet them in person after 5 years of online chatting and being friends, and we were witnessing the love of Janet and Santareka, and I really want to make next video of me making drawing and inking wedding presents for them, and to send them and to tag them on Facebook and Instagram and all that. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please like, comment, subscribe, subscribe and all that shit. And yeah, see you in the next video. I hope you like this. Thank you. Bye bye.